guys, welcome back to Esiwakago YouTube channel. I hope you've been keeping safe. I have been personally. And why am I here today? The reason as to why I did this video, someone asked me, Esi, can you explain to us how a new person in America or an immigrant, once they move there, how can they be able to, or how do they go about buying a home? And that is the reason I'm here today. Why won't you guys take your seats and let me explain this thing? So, when you get in America, since you know one day I want to buy a home, you are supposed to look for a job as soon as you can, and please keep that job at least for a period of 1 year, so that you can be able to show that you've been working in that job for more than 6 years, which is a requirement that is in Missouri. And another thing, and please note this, get a credit card as soon as you can. Why? Because you will never get any loan in America, any loan, even if it means for a car, even if it means for a mere phone, just a phone. You will never get that phone on credit if you do not have a credit score showing. No credit history, no loan. So get a credit card. And what is a credit card? A credit card is a card that you get some amount of money put in there by some lenders or a credit union bank, and they put some amount of money, and that money is trusted to you. Trusted to you. I hope that is correct English. And you're supposed to use that money and be paying back with nobody's supervision. Nobody's pressuring you, but rules and regulations apply. Why am I saying this? Because you are supposed to pay that money back at the appointed time, at the due date, without you defaulting. And if you do, you will just be rated as someone who is poor in paying back debt, you see, and your credit score will go down. When they come to report about your credit use, they will report that one as a poor credit score, because you are not able to pay back at the right time. So you pay late. So other than accumulating late fees, you will also be dropping your credit score points. Okay? So make sure when you get to America and you want to buy a house, a home, your credit score should not be lower than 620 at least. Lower than that, you can still get a home, a loan, but the interest rate at which they gonna give it to you with, it will be killing. People don't even realize it, because they think, you know what, I'll be paying this thing monthly, I won't even feel it. My friend, if you sit down and do your math, that is where you end up finding out that you work so hard, but all your money goes to people's pockets. Why? Because the interest rate is very, very high. I almost said interest rate. Oh my God. Okay. So get a credit card and please build your credit score, because it will help you when you be buying a house. Do not change job unless you know maybe I won't need a mortgage house, or I won't need to buy a home until I'm 2 years. In that case, you can maybe start as a housekeeper, and maybe as you move on, you can change to something more, not too much tiring, because I won't lie to you, housekeeper is it requires a lot of energy. So if you know you're gonna buy a home within 1 year, which is possible, please do not change jobs. Keep your first job, because they would want to see your working history. Okay. Another thing you need to do as soon as you get here, so that you get ready to buy a home, please, you need to open a bank account and get a direct deposit from your job. Tell them you need a direct deposit to your bank. That way, you will be able to show a bank statement to the house people or the home money lenders. They will be able to see your bank statement history. And once they see that you have a direct deposit to your bank, they will be able to approve you for a mortgage loan, but with the other factors being considered. This is not just the one thing that they consider. They consider a lot of things, and I have mentioned like 2-3 of them right now. So we go to the next point. Minimize your debts, please. Do not make your debts this size. Why? Because when you go to apply for a mortgage loan, they will pull your credit score, and your credit, it is gonna show every single debt that you owe, including how much you owe maybe for a car, how much you owe things like even a phone, anything, any money that you owe, and it's being reported to the credit, it's gonna show there. And after they see how much debt you have and how much money you make, they might disqualify you for a mortgage loan, because you have too much to cater for. You have a lot of debts to be paying monthly. That means there are chances that you might not be able to pay the mortgage monthly amount as required. And mind you, you might think like some things don't matter, but please, may I be frank with you. In America, every single debt, even if it is for 5 shillings, I mean $5, it will still show on that credit score. Another thing, if you have hospital bills, in case you have hospital bills, please make sure you set up a payment plan so that you do not mess up your credit score. Please guys, this is a trap, because many people tell you hospital bills will never be reported to the credit agency. Yes, they will not be reported by the hospital, but the hospital will sell them to the creditors, who will be reporting you to the credit bureau in case you do not pay that amount of money. So it is always very good and to have the right info, and some hospitals will also report you depending what type of bill it is. If it is a doctor's bill, if it is physician bill, they might report you. I am talking this out of experience. Do not be lying to. Please take care of your bills, every single bill, even if it is not hospital bill, if it is electric bill or it is internet bill, please take care of them, because they will affect your credit score, and this might delay you in buying a home when you want it. Okay, so another thing, please, as you prepare to buy a home, make sure when you rent an apartment, you do not violate the lease. If you violate the lease, that also will be affecting you, because it affects your credit score as well. Okay, so how do you buy a home? If you take all this, you have done all this that I have talked about, then the next move that you need to do after you have gotten all this together, you need to look for a house. And before you look for a house, you're supposed to go to the mortgage lenders and ask them how much money they're gonna approve you for as a mortgage loan. If they tell you they're gonna be approving you for 300,000, that is the same amount of money or the range you should be going out there to look for a house around that money. But if you know very sure, if you buy a house worth 300,000, it's gonna be too much for you to be paying monthly for maybe $1,500. Please, you are not supposed to use all that money. You were just approved for $300,000 because your credit score was good. It doesn't mean you use all that money. And remember, this goes to mortgage only. You will need furniture in your house. You will need to take care of other things. And still, the bills will still be coming. So, excuse me, before you do your math or before you run to pick a pricey house, just know that the mortgage amount will be escorted with electric bill, sewer, internet. There will be food in that house, and so many other things like medical insurance, car insurance, and that car will be needing to be fueled every 2 days or 3 days if you are going to work, or once a week. So when you are doing your math, please include all these expenses on your budget so that you can be able to come up with the right amount of mortgage loan you're supposed to impose on yourself when you are buying a house. Please, before you decide, put all these expenses together and add the amount of mortgage loan you're supposed to pay monthly, and see if that is something you can handle. Other than going for that mortgage money, and then the monthly bill will be heavy on you, and you will end up having your house auctioned, which is not a good thing, again, because it will even destroy your credit score further. Okay? All right. So you go to the mortgage lenders, they approve you for a certain amount of money, then go hunting for that house that you would want, and definitely look for the price as well. You do not have to spend every single cent that you are loaned. Okay, within this period, when you're looking for the house, you're supposed to have some amount of down payment that you're gonna pay. Please be saving that money ahead of time, like 6 months ahead. Please be putting some small amounts in your bank savings account so that you will show them it's been there, because you cannot just deposit money and tell them this is the money in my account and I'm gonna use it to buy this house. They won't allow you to do that. So be saving some little amount of money ahead of time. So once you get the house and you close the home, now the home becomes yours, but it is yours, the name is on you, but you will be required to be faithfully paying that amount back monthly. Remember, when you see a certain price of a house, they have not included the insurance that is supposed to be bought for that house. So once you see the amount of money, just know that there could be $200 more, $300 more, $400 more on top of the mortgage amount, the monthly mortgage amount. So do not be lied to. Just know that the monthly mortgage amount that they're gonna tell you, there is the insurance. So ask them, how much insurance for this home am I supposed to pay? Around how much money? So for example, you might find a house going for 100,000. Just for example, I don't think nowadays they have many houses going for $100,000, and maybe they tell you the monthly mortgage money you're supposed to be paying back is gonna be somewhere around let's say 500. Okay, that is the mortgage amount you're supposed to pay. This house requires insurance, and it requires you to pay property tax, which is supposed to be paid at the end of the year, but they can split it each month so that at the end of the year you won't have to pay hefty money. So when they add up all the expenses that will come with that, you will find that you will end up paying something like $850 a month, all 1,000. It all depends with the area and the property taxes per year, because this varies with from one house to the other. So when they tell you the monthly cost of the mortgage that you're supposed to be paying back, please ask them to calculate everything included, so that you will be able to see if for real you need to sign for that mortgage loan. Okay, so once you sign for that mortgage, just know that that has become your house as well as your loan to pay back. Okay, now you have a responsibility to be sending money every month at the right date, at the appointed date, due date. Remember, if there is something very important in America, it is reporting to work at the right time and paying your bills at the due date, not past the due date, at the due date. Okay, not reporting to work on time will make you be fired, and not paying bills at the right date will just mess up your credit history and might make you to be auctioned. If it is a mortgage and you default like 3-4 months, they will come and take the house. The bank will take back the house. They will sell it for the amount that you owe them. Okay, so it doesn't matter how many months you've been paying the house, they will still take it, and just be assured they will sell it for the amount you owe them, so you won't get nothing, zero. Okay, so that's why I'm saying it's good to take a house that you know that amount of mortgage I can be able to raise in a month. Even if something comes, I'll still be able to manage it. Okay, all right, so that is the process of buying a house, and those are the steps that you're supposed to take in order for you to be able to get a house timely. Yeah, so up to this point, why don't I say have a nice time, and I will see you on the next video. Please guys, keep on subscribing, keep on sharing, and may God keep you safe, and may you keep on keeping on. Thank you.